Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be doing a set review. There's another video coming out in a bit. I guess I should just preface that by saying I typically do these as extra videos that I put up on the channel. So yeah, we're gonna do our set review. Um, I talk a little bit about my overall opinion now that I've had a couple hours to think about it a little bit more than on the in the moment, right, of recording it. I'm actually really excited for the new set. It looks like it will shake up the meta significantly. There are some cards that I think are really fucking broken, looking at you, Ignite. Um, but yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of my opinions. I feel like I give a lot of my opinions. I also kind of want to wait to give some of my opinions when I actually get to try out cards in the new set. But overall, the new set looks really fucking cool. There's a lot of cards I want to try. So anyways, with that being said, this is a long one, so grab a drink and let's hop right into the set review. Alright guys, I'll see y'all there. Okay. So I hope y'all have a drink for this because this is going to be a long part. Alright. I got me, actually, some whiskey. I finished up my bottle today. And then in the background, one second, I got me a Coke. Alright. But for now, let's start the show. Alright, guys? So, first card, Final Showdown. It's this Demon Hunter quest line. Draw 4 cards in one turn, reduce the cost of cards drawn by 1. It's actually not bad. Gain momentum, draw 5, same effect. Draw 5 is again, and you get Demon Slayer Curtis. That's the new guy they added to Battlegrounds. 5 out of 7/7, very good stat line. For the rest of the game's cards you draw cost 2 less. Okay, this effect looks strong on paper, but then you also have to remember that this is Demon Hunter. And drawing 4 cards in one turn, sure, that's really fucking good. It's they can do it fairly easily, right? Skull of Gul'dan draws you the 4 cards in one turn. But you have to draw to complete this minimum over half your deck. Minimum, if you started, you've drawn, what is that, 18 cards. This if you complete all the steps on turn 1. You've drawn 18 cards. Right? At that point, you've probably won. Solely due to card advantage. Realistically, you're probably say complete this on turn 5 or 6. No, 7 even. You probably have to do it with Skull. Because it has to be in one turn, right? So by turn 7, you draw an additional 6 cards. There's 6 cards left in your deck to reduce by 2. That's not good enough, I don't think. Even with Cthulhu and you adding 4, that's what, 10 cards most likely minimum left in your deck? I feel like it's just way too hard to draw 4 and then 5 cards in one turn twice without burning a card. So like, I feel like this is just bad. Like logically this is bad. Next, Metamorphic Murloc for Demon Hunters, a 1/2 for 1 taunt Battlecry. If you've cast the Fel spell this turn, it's a 3/4. A 1 mana 3/4 is cracked. Real quick, what are the cheap Fel spells for Demon Hunter? Is there? Oh, is Fel only 1 L? Okay, that card's fucking cracked. Actually, possibly best card in the set. Well, no. Okay, maybe not, but this card's cracked. Actually, insanely fucking powerful. This is gonna be an auto-include in, the Demon Hunter decks, in my opinion. It's a turn 1, 3, 4. Like, you're not gonna complain doing a turn 1 or a turn 2, 3, 4, right? Oh, this card's cracked. Imagine this, you go turn 1 hero power in Odd Demon Hunter, turn 2 coin, mana burn your opponent so he has no mana, and you're dropping 2 3/4s. Like, it's fucking broken. Or you philosophy drop 2 3/4s. The card is actually cracked. Or I-beam. Kill off his 1-drop. Slam 2, 3, 4s. It's broken. Actually broken. I'm a very, very firm believer in this card is broken. Next. Sigil of Alacrity? Alacrity? The start of your next turn, draw a card, reduce its cost by 1. So that's how they're gonna want you to complete quests. I still don't think quest is good. This card also not great. I mean, it's good, but it's nothing to write home about. It's a solid 1-cost card. It's a 1-cost spell, so you kind of have to be careful with it, especially how you're rating it, because they can definitely be a little bit broken because they're 1 mana. Turns out 1 mana can just like flush out a curve and make some cards that would seem bad actually broken. So yeah, I would watch out for this, but I don't think it's that great. Fel Barrage, 2 mana, deal 2 damage to the lowest health enemy twice. So I presume this means if it kills it, you're going to target a new minion. And if that's the case, this is not bad. Yeah, this card's just like okay though. It's a pretty solid 2 mana. It's a better version of Dark Bomb, in my opinion. Or the one that gives you soul gems, because that one's actually in Demon Hunter. Because this would kill a 4 health minion or kills 2 health minions. Right? So against, say, Secret Mage, you kill 2 of the 3/2s. Or you kill a 3/2 and a Mad Scientist. Or you kill a 3/2 and then you put one of the 2/3s down to 1 health. The 3/2 is the guy there that whenever you play Secret deals 2 damage to the enemy's board. This card actually might see some amount of play, but at the same time, probably not in Wild because it's 2 mana. The reason why it's bad, it's 2 mana. Odd Demon Hunter is the best Demon Hunter, and I don't think it's going to change because of this. Next, Chaos Leech, 3 mana, Lifesteal, deal 3 damage to a minion, Outcast, deal 5. I-Beam is better in my opinion because it goes down to 1, and saving 2 mana is actually fucking cracked. And I don't think dealing 5 damage instead of 3 for Outcast is worth an additional 2 mana. So I don't think this is that great. Also, I-Beam doesn't see play. Lion Frenzy, 3 mana, 0/2 weapon. Its attack equal to the number of cards you've drawn this turn. Most of the time it's a 1/2 weapon, if we're being honest. And that's not worth 3 mana, not in Demon Hunter. Next, Fel Gorger. 4 mana, 4/3. Draw a Fel spell, reduce its cost by 2. That's, again, nothing to write home about. Like, so far these Demon Hunter cards are trying to push a new draw mechanic, and I don't think it's that great, because you just have to draw way too much shit. This is not great. Oh, tradable cards actually might make it slightly better, but still, overall, I don't think it's to be that great. Persistent Peddler, 4 mana, 4/3, tradable. Summon a persistent that's... It kind of cycles infinitely until you draw both of them, so... Yeah, it's... Other cards similar to this were not playable. Sorry. I don't think making it tradable makes it... Actually, making it tradable makes it kind of better. Because it means that if you draw the other one, you can put it back into your deck. That's actually a very, very interesting effect, actually, the more I think about it. But I don't think, again, this 4 mana makes it unplayable. Because I don't think you're going to switch off playing Odd Demon Hunter in order to play this card. Hold up, I actually need to set the name to the stream better. Set review. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, next. Firebound Brute, 7 mana, 6/7 taunt. Cost 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. I was actually just asking for more control-ish cards in Demon Hunter. They're going about it the wrong way, man. I think this is awful. It's a cool effect. Awful. I believe this is the last card for Demon Hunter. Jace Darkweaver, 8 mana, 7/5. Cast a Fel spell. You've played this game. Oh, cast all Fel spells for this game. Targets enemies if possible. The fact that it targets enemies makes it significantly better. One second. Okay, sorry about that. just looking at the Fel spells, there's not too many good ones. Like, this is the best one, obviously. Chaos Nova is good, but also it's gonna just kill off your own guy. I-Beam is good. Good, but kind of unplayable. So is Mana Burn. Even though it targets enemies, most of the Fel spells you want to target enemies with anyways, and I don't think this is that great. Cool effect, though. I like effects like this. Alright. Overall, Demon Hunter felt really fucking weak. I'm kind of happy for that, because I feel like Odd Demon Hunter is still a really solid deck, but I kind of wish that the cards they got were strong, but in a control deck archetype. Alright, next, I guess, is, Druid. Gain 4 attack with your hero. This doesn't say in 1 turn, so this actually means you can do it over 4 turns. And you gain 5 armor. That's actually pretty good. 4 attack with your hero is not actually that hard. There's a lot of cards that gain attack. Then next is gain 5 attack with your hero, gain 5 armor, and draw a card. That's pretty cool. Gain 6 attack. You shuffle Guff into your deck. Guff, Taunt, Battlecry, give your hero plus 8 attack this turn and 8 armor. 5 mana 8/8 that gains you 8 and gives you 8 power. The end reward here feels really fucking weak. Yes, it's a lot of fucking stats, but it feels kind of weak. I don't know what deck you'd put this in. Actually. Thinking about it. Oaken Summons. Wait, actually, if Branching Path triggers this twice in 1 turn, that's fucking broken and actually playable. Because you go, like, coin Oaken Summons into Branching Paths into Guff. That could be broken and actually playable. This one I'm going to have to test. This card actually seems... The end reward feels kind of weak, but it feels super easy to get there, especially if Branching Path triggers it twice. Yeah, I fuck with this. I fuck with this hard. Okay, I fuck with this, yeah. I think this card is going to be semi-playable. Don't know how good it's going to be, because I don't think Druid is going to be that playable, besides Mali or Aggro. But this card is very interesting. Next, Sow the Soil? Fuck, sorry. I was switching my tabs so I can see my stream chat again. Okay, fuck, I can't even English. Sow the Soil. Give your minions +1 attack or summon a 2/2 Treant. I feel like they printed this card already. No? Am I tripping? There's a 1 cost card that plays a Treant. Am I tripping? Yeah. Oh, it's +2 health. Give a minion +2 health. And this one is... Give your minions +1... This card's actually hyper playable, especially in Aggro Druid. In Aggro Druid, this is just like a 1 mana version of the cards you'd be playing anyways that give your minions +1/+1. You just use this as kind of an OTK. That Treant is fucking great, though. I love that Treant. Yeah, I think that card actually looks pretty solid. Vibrant Squirrel. Shuffle 4 acorns into your deck. When drawn, summon a 2/1 squirrel. This also, not gonna lie, feels kind of okay. It's theoretically a 5 or a 10/5 for 1. Pretty good. Obviously, you kind of need a high roll. But I could see this actually having potential. I fuck with it. I think this could be playable in Aggro Druid, basically is what I'm saying. Next, composition. Right? Yeah, that's composition. That artwork is fucking stunning. Actually beautiful artwork. 2 mana, give your minions Death Rattle, draw a card. Another card that I can actually see being play in Aggro Druid. Like a tokenish Aggro Druid deck could be really good. I think it won't have necessarily a combo finisher. If they put back Force of Nature to what it was, this deck would be fucking insane and possibly my favorite deck in the game. But yeah, that card looks good as well. Like, actually kind of playable. After your hero gains attack, this minion gains +2 attack. So 2 mana 1/4. Oh, 2 mana 1/4 is actually a pretty good stat line, especially with that ability. I might be thinking Battlegrounds, because the 1/4 in Battlegrounds is actually cracked. But I feel like this, it's not going to see play, but I feel like this could be very interesting in, wait, I just misrated. Oh, I'm an idiot. I got confused with the reward and the ability of the quest line. And I thought you had to gain the armor, but you have to gain, but you have to gain attack and not armor, so it's gonna be harder to complete than I thought. Never mind, I'm an idiot. You can't actually just get a turn 5 guy. This card's gonna be good in Even Druid. That's saying that Even Druid is gonna be a deck, which I don't think it's gonna be. One card won't make that archetype all of a sudden playable. But that card does look pretty cool. Oh my god, another beautiful fucking artwork. Jesus Christ, that artwork is actually gorgeous. Oracle of Elune, 3 mana 2/4. After you play a minion that costs 2 or less, summon a copy of it. Another card that seems insane in Aggro Druid. What the fuck? I feel like this archetype didn't need that much help, but I feel like it's gotten a lot this expansion. Jesus Christ. With the card that draws them cards, a cheaper version of, like, miniature Force of Nature for 1. That's the buff is permanent. Oh, this card feels also... Jesus Christ. Druid is actually getting fucking Papa Blessed. Oh, Kodo Mount. I saw this card earlier. Give a minion +4, +4/+2, and Rush. When it dies, you summon a 4/2 with a Rush. It's not good. It's straight up not good. It feels like a really shitty Spike Ridge Seed in my opinion, and yeah, as you can see, Spike Ridge Seed doesn't see play. I don't think this is gonna see play. Arc Panther, 4 mana 4/4, Rush. Whenever this attacks, give your hero +2 attack this turn. That card could actually make that attack deck good. There's a couple good attack-based cards in Druid. I mean, Pounce is not one of them, but Claw is interesting. There's the 4-drop, right? Yeah, this guy. Whenever you use your hero power, you kind of have 3 attack. This card's not that playable. This card is actually kind of huge. I love this card. I love how versatile this card is. Nash is also kind of versatile. I like that a lot. Interesting card as well that could be put into it. So, interestingly enough, Savage Roar also will trigger it because it gives your hero +2 attack. I don't know, like, this attack-based Druid concept is actually kind of cool, in my opinion. I like it. Next, Best in Shell. Fuck you. 6 mana tradable, summon 2 2/7s with Taunt. Yeah, this is not great. Even in Token Druid, this is not that great. Yeah. Next, Shelljoss Moon Tree. I hope I pronounced that right. 8 mana 5/5. The next 3 spells you draw are cast when drawn. I think this card is awful. There's way too much RNG in it to make it actually playable. And it's not even good RNG, right? Something like Yogg is good RNG. This is just like, oh, I RNG'd Ultimate Infestation into Ultimate Infestation into Overflow, and I've drawn 15 cards in 1 turn and I lost the game. That's why I don't see this card being played. Especially if those, like, LULs just hit you in the face, it's just really bad, right? Alright, that was it for Druid. Druid actually seems like they got some fucking bonkers cards. Really fucking good cards in my opinion. Very excited to see where Druid goes. Okay, so now on to Hunter. Sorry, let me get more acquainted and more comfortable in my chair. Alright. Devouring Swarm. Choose an enemy minion, your minions attack it, then return any that die to your hand. That feels fucking broken. For 0? Blizzard, what are you thinking? I know you guys don't have that many people in your offices right now, but still. Fuck, this card actually feels cracked. actually super playable card, right? You play a Bran, then you target something, your Bran dies, you get another Bran for free in Highlander or Reno or Zephyrus or fucking Alex even. Even the 6/5 dragon that kills something on Battlecry, a random enemy minion if you're holding a dragon. You know? This card feels broken. Zixor Primes kill. Your opponent plays Alex, right? You choose an enemy minion, you go Zixor Prime, you kill off his other guy, slam this on the Alex, get 2 more copies of Zixor Prime in your hand. It's 0 fucking mana. 0 mana cards are omega terrifying. They're some of the best ones in the game, and this card feels broken. Like, actually, unless I'm misreading this, this card feels cracked. Next, now it's a quest line. Deal 2 damage with spells. Your hero power can target minions. Interesting. Like, this is a permanent effect, because it doesn't say till end of turn. And take the high ground. Set the cost of your hero power to 0. What the fuck is this? Hold up. I know I didn't read this out, because I was in utter disbelief when I read permanent effect, your hero power can target minions. Then the fact it fucking costs 0. Then it becomes Anduin's hero power. Why the fuck does Hunter get... Okay, just to make sure, and I'm not overreacting here. Shadow Reaper Anduin. After you play... Okay, this is after you play a card. The other one's after you play spells. So slightly worse than Anduin's. But what the fuck is this? And all you have to deal is 6 damage with spells. Right? Doesn't say to the opponent's hero. Let's quickly go look at Hunter, right? Explosive Trap completes the quest on its own. Right? Whoops. Oh, you remove attack. But if I put damage, Arcane Shot completes it. Rapid Fire completes it. Corrosive Breath completes it. Dart Trap, Bomb Toss, Bola Shot, Explosive Trap. All these cards just complete one step of it. Snipe even completes it. Like, Blizzard, what are you doing? If Piercing Shot completes 2 steps of it, it's broken. Right? I don't know if it counts instances, but this card actually feels broken. This is going to make a new archetype of fucking Hunter by itself. Oh, I read with damage. I'm an idiot. But still, that feels broken. That's even not better, but that still feels broken. The amount of 1-cost spells they have then. Right? Like, Arcane Shot. Fucking On the Hunt. There's the other one that... Okay, spell is the wrong word to look up. Bola Shot, Hound Prey, Bomb Toss. Like, this card feels broken. I think this card is going to make a new archetype of Hunter by itself, and it's going to be called, like, Exodia Hunter or something. You're going to fucking play Emperor in the deck, you're going to play Auctioneer, you're going to just turbo through your deck with a whole bunch of 1-cost spells and just turbo shoot your opponent in the face. Sounds like fun, though. I'm going to definitely try it out. Card seems cracked. Okay. Leather Kilt. 2 mana 0/3. After 3 friendly beasts die, draw a beast. Give it +1/+1, lose 1 durability. This card feels awful. So much has to go into actually getting that effect. 3 beasts have to die. So, I mean, sure, with Unleash the Hounds, if you get it for 6, you draw 2 beasts with an additional +1/+1. You know what fucking works better? Where is it? Just play this. 2 mana, draw your beast, give it +2/+2. Don't have to jump through fucking hoops and play some shitty fucking weapon. Like, the worst part is that it's a weapon, right? And Hunter I forgot an A. Fuck me. Hunter has some good ass weapons. Desert Spear is a good weapon, which you can have in combination. Eagle Horn Bow. Even this thing is like actually pretty good. Candle Shot's also pretty good. Storm Hammer, Rifle, like this card is never gonna see play. Aim Shot, deal 3 damage. Your hero power deals 2 more damage. Your next hero, okay. Forgetting words is really fucking bad when you're reading cards, because if this was just your hero powers now deals 2 additional damage, it would be fucking correct. This card still does feels broken. In combination with the fucking quest line and this, bro, like, I don't know. Hunter feels like it's getting bonkers fucking cards. Like, I thought Druid was good, and now these Hunter ones feel even more broken. Ramming Mount. Give it a +2/+2 and immune while attacking. When it dies, you summon a 2/2 that's immune while attacking. Okay, this is like... Besides the weapon, this is the first really bad Hunter card, I think. I guess overall this is just the second really bad Hunter card. The other ones feel like really powerful so far. This card seems awful. Stormwind Piper. 3 mana, 1/6. That's a huge stat line. After this attacks, give your beast +1/+1. This card feels weak. I don't know if it's because I'm comparing it to the other cards we've seen, but this effect just doesn't seem that great compared to fucking kill something and get 2 6/4 primes back in your hand, or yeah, just get Anduin's hero power for like fucking 5 mana. Like, yeah, this card feels really powerful in comparison. Next. Yeah, so overall, this card could have some very interesting build-arounds with like something like Unleash the Hounds or Swarm of Locusts, but overall, I don't think it's gonna be that great. Next, Rotten Nest. 4 mana, 2/2, Death Rattle summon 5 1/1 rats. Even though that there's new token strats, unless they also get something like a Mama Bear, I don't think that these beast cards are gonna help that much. Card seems interesting though. It's kind of like an egg that comes with power, and eggs were always typically pretty powerful. So I don't know. You'd have to watch out for this one. It could be really good with the what's the quest line that they have one quest that would go. I don't think I own it actually. This one, no. No, not Marsh Queen. Here, I actually do own it. Right, with this, that could be fucking correct. But overall, I don't think it looks that fantastic. Yeah. Tradable. Tradable, 5 mana, 4/5. Death Rattle, summon 2 1/1 spiders with Poisonous and Rush. That's a good effect. That's a really, really good effect. It's basically this thing dies and summons 2 things that kills your opponents. Like 2 minis your opponent has. And it's tradable, so in a certain matchups, you could just get rid of it. Card seems good though. Not fantastic, but it's something you won't be mad if you're playing Rexar to hit. And I think that's good. It's adding another good beast to the minion pool, which I like. Next, Rat King. 5 mana, 5/5 rush. Death Rattle, go dormant. Revise after 5 friendly minions die. Nah, this card's awful. These cards that go dormant, they seem really, really powerful on surface level, but then in practice, it's kind of bad. Even with cards like Unleash the Hound and Swarm of Locusts in the class, I don't think it's that playable. Rats of extraordinary size. Summon 7 1/1 rats. Any that can't fit on the battlefield go to your hand with +4/+4. Good. 6 mana, that was a lot of fucking mana. And actually, okay, this one is one of those few that actually kind of could see play, because in combination with the 10 cost portrait that Hunter has, why can't I think of his name? Zul'jin. I feel like it could be good. Also, the effect is just not the worst, since you'll probably have a lot of tokens already on the battlefield. Or in a token-based Hunter deck, you'll have a lot of tokens on the battlefield. You're probably getting 3 or 4 4/4s or 5/5s in hand. I still don't think it's gonna be that good. Architect probably tier 3, in my opinion. So that was Hunter. Interesting class. Got some really fucking powerful cards at the start, kind of trickled down at the end. But some of those early game cards were fucking cracked. Not gonna lie. The zero mana card they have is broken. Absolutely fucking broken. Alright, next is Mage. Let's start with Hot Streak, 0 mana. Again, as I said earlier, 0 mana cards, terrifying. Your next fire spell costs 2 less. Discounting spells in Mage is terrifying because, like, this is a 2 mana fireball. Right? That's how I see this. This is 2 mana fireball. What? 4 mana rolling fireball? 4 mana meteors. 5 mana flame strikes. Oh, card looks like it could have a lot of potential. Broken in Misaki. Just another free card that makes fire cards cost less. What good fire cards are there here, actually? I mean, that's not even that great of one. Ooh, 0 mana wildfire. 0 mana flame cannon. Fireball is, I think, going to be the big one. Volcanic Potion's also pretty good. But yeah, Meteor, Fireball, Rolling Fireball. Flame Strikes. OG Pyroblasts. Yeah, I don't know, this card could be playable, I guess. It could help out decks like Misaki, which is not necessarily a good thing. Next is First Flame. Deal 2 damage to a minion. Add a second flame to your hand. Second flame is deal 2 damage to a minion. This just feels better than Twin Shot, right? The one that Hunter has. Or Rapid Fire. Deal 1 damage. This is just deal 2 damage, but it only goes to a minion. Yeah, this is meh. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze. Alright, I hope you guys can still hear me. My OBS glitched out right as I muted my mic. Fuck me. Next is the quest line. Cast a Fire, Frost, Arcane spell, draw a spell. And then it's the same thing. Cast a Fire, Frost, Arcane, cast a Fire, Frost, Arcane, and it's this draw spell, discover 1, and then get Archivist, which is a 5 mana 7/7. For the rest of the game, you have +3 spell damage, which is pretty good. I don't think it's a deck built around this is gonna be as good as something like Misaki, but I feel like original Misaki Mage was something fucking dumb. And yeah, I do think this card though has potential to see play and looks like a fun card to add to random decks. And I like it, and I want to try it out. Okay, so another card that I read way too fast. I read this one as, after you've spent 5 mana on spell, reduce the cost of spells in your hand by 5. I was about to say, what the fuck is this? But it's 1 spell. Still a really solid effect. 0 mana fireballs, 2 mana flame, 2 mana flame strikes, 5 mana pyroblasts, 1 mana blizzards, 0 mana rolling fireballs, 1 mana meteors. Card could have potential, although spending 5 mana on spells is kind of rough. Especially thinking about it when the main mage decks right now in Secret Mage, Misaki Mage, and even kind of Flamewaker Mage, you're paying like 0 mana for your spells, right? Secret Mage has a whole bunch of ways to make their secrets cost 0. The only other spells they really play is Ancient Mysteries and Fireball. So, you know, I don't really think this is going to see that much play, is what I'm saying. Next, Ignite. Deal 2 damage, or 2 mana, deal 2, which is not great. Shuffle an Ignite into your deck that deals more damage. Okay, so this card kind of says you never deck. Interesting. Interesting. This card's actually really solid. I can see a deck possibly going where if you like, so they just added a 10 mana OTK in Mage. If you've drawn your entire deck by turn 10, I'm putting this into context. And then you go Sorcerer's Apprentice, Auctioneer, Ignite, because it's going to cost 0. You can just play infinite Ignites, and it can target face. Oh, this targets everything. That's why. Right? Just making sure I'm not No, yeah, this is just actually an OTK. What the fuck is that? Okay, please chat, tell me if I'm missing something here, but this is just OTK. Yeah, or Luna. So you can theoretically go off on turn 7. Is that an actual thing? Do we really need another really dumb combo mage deck in the format? We've just gone through fucking 2 months where everybody was fucking bitching about Flamewaker Mage, and now you made the deck easier. Blizzard. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to even dumb down some of the power levels. Yeah, you need an empty deck. We saw how easy it was for a Flamewaker deck to draw their entire deck on turn 5. I don't think it's slower. I straight up don't think it's slower. I feel like this card is going to be fucking insane and it's going to terrorize the format again. Don't forget, in Mage you also have Ice Block. You can play double Ice Block with this. There's another card that makes it even easier? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Blizzard. Hear me out. You need to give this shit a cap, bro. This is fucking bullshit. This is the next Shudderwalk, isn't it? This is gonna be the next Shudderwalk. It's the next Flamewaker Mage. It's the next deck that everyone bitches about. Next Patron Warrior. Ignite Mage. In my opinion, it's gonna be top tier. Alright, I'm calling it now. Okay, next. Prester Pyromancer. 2 mana, 2/3, Battlecry. Your next fire spell has +2 spell damage. That's good. Are you gonna play that in Ignite Mage? I don't think so. This is actually this card is actually kind of good. I'm not a fan of the effect. I don't like this. Your next X spell does X extra. But yeah, this card could be interesting. But I just don't think you need it. Ignite feels way too fucking broken. And like the worst part is you can just play it earlier on. Right? You can just straight up play it earlier on. You quite literally just play Mizaki Mage where you just turbo draw through your deck. Go Sorcerer's Apprentice, Luna on 5 with some amount of fucking... Oh, the deck's gonna be actually the worst shit to fucking play against. Yeah, okay. This card, it has an interesting effect, but I just still can't get over the fact they printed this shit. This is gonna get changed within a month, in my opinion. Card looks way too powerful. And the other guy just kind of looks meh. Next, Fire Sale. Deal 3 damage to all minions, tradable for 4. Card's not bad. It is fire, which means you could theoretically play it for 2 with the new 0-cost card. And it could deal 5 with this guy for 6, or for 4 with the 0-cost card. Interesting. Actually, this card's actually not bad. In combination, they're like really good together. That's like actually pretty solid synergy. This card actually kind of is Pog. Then again, in a matchup, kind of like if you're queuing into, say, Raza Priest, right? You just trade away. It's a card that you're gonna insta keep against something like Rogue, where if you realize you're queuing into Mill, you'll just trade it. I think they'd make it 3 mana over making it 1. Because I don't think it's going to keep discounts. If it keeps discounts from something like, what's the name of the fucking card? Why can't I think of it? What's the name of the 2-cost card? The other card that I said was gonna be really fucking broken and shake up the meta. Incanter's Flow. If it doesn't keep that, since it says another ignite that deals more damage, right? So it doesn't keep that discount. At least how the card is worded. Or shuffle unignite. I don't think it'd be a new copy because it deals more damage. So I think it's just gonna be a new card. And if it's a new card, then it doesn't keep the discount from the other card. And then it's not gonna be that great. Or it's not gonna be as broken. If it does keep it, it's even worse. You need one Sorcerer's Apprentice to go off. Ugh. It's gonna be dumb. I hope you guys know that. It's gonna be fucking dumb. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna keep it either. Yeah. Yeah, this card actually seems good. This card, I like this card. Fuck with it. Next, Sanctum Chandler? I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna fortify Elemental. After you cast a fire spell, draw a spell. Alright. Fire spells are getting clearly a lot of love. And no, I don't think you even play minions. You're quite literally just playing Misaki Mage. You quite literally just play Misaki Mage and kill your opponent. Because that deck, we know that deck can turbo through your deck, even without necessarily needing certain cards, right? Even if you don't necessarily need, like, what's his face? The big one. But if you have it, it doesn't hurt either. And the deck is gonna be dumb. Trust, the deck is gonna be dumb. Oh yeah, but this guy, okay, getting back to it. Mage is getting a lot of support for fire cards, and I think that in the next couple sets, you're going to see support for the other ones for the quest line. So Arcane and all that shit. This guy seems powerful on the surface. Oh, this guy just goes infinite with it, and you don't have to draw your entire deck. Oh, that's what you're saying. This one makes it so, yeah. That is also, like, there's so many ways to build this deck. There's no way it's not going to be playable. Play Freeze Mage with this and double Sorcerer's Apprentice. Or just like a Tempo Mage deck. It's going to be broken. Actually fucking Papeeg. Oh my god, this is going to be so fucking dumb. So fucking dumb. Alright. Yeah, that should not, it should not be printed. Straight up, Blizzard, cancel the set. Take an extra day and rework that combination. Alright, next, Clumsy Courier. 7 mana 4/5, cast the highest cost spell from your hand. Interesting effect. This reminds me a lot of the guy who's like, draw a spell or cast a spell from your deck. And I like that effect. I think it's a lot of mana, but like, in order to have that ability, it has to be a lot, or else it's broken. Right? You can't just have a 4-drop to cast 3 flame strikes for you. I like it though. The art is also pretty cool. It's not the most playable. Again, it won't be in fucking Ignite Mage, and I think that's the biggest problem. Ignite Mage is gonna be the best mage deck in the game, if not the best deck in the game. Back to fucking an S tier deck. Next. New Tony. Grandmaster and Tinnitus. 8 mana 6/6 Battlecry. If you cast fire spell on each of your last 3 turns, cast 3 fireballs at random enemies. This card's fucking awful. It's like those it reminds me a lot of those elementals where it was just like, if you played an elemental last turn, you get a really broken effect. Like, this effect is really fucking broken. But this is 3 turns in a row casting 3 fire spells. Like, it's so unreliable that I don't think this card's gonna see any amount of play. 0 play total. So, okay, now that we're on to Paladin, let's talk about the Mage cards. They're absolutely fucking broken. Like, it doesn't matter the power level of the rest of them when Ignite is as powerful as it is, and then there's the 4 cost that's like I don't think Ignite Mage is gonna be tier 4 or 5. You're severely underestimating that card. It's legitimately gonna be tier 1. You can just play, like... This card makes it tier 1, possibly. You can just legitimately play a deck like fucking, what's it called? The Highlander one there. Luna's. Where you just play like actually just solid early game minions. And then that 5 cost is like the top of your curve and you're playing double Ignite. It's like the best part is, right? Ignite can just be used early game and you'll still have it for your late game combo. Which is even dumber, right? Imagine if you were playing Mizaki Mage. Or... I don't think it's Mizaki Mage with more setup. Whatsoever. You can build a deck that's not pure cycle, especially with this card. And legit, you go Sorcerer's Apprentice, this guy. Right? And then you just ignite your opponent's face. But the thing is, you can use this early game, right? Your opponent, you're playing against an odd Paladin, right? Use this to kill the 2-1, or use this to kill the 3-2. Right? In the early game, why the fuck not? You have cards that are like this, that are like super good now for it. You have cards like Blizzard that are still really, really fucking good. And you just play a control mage deck with that as a finisher. You have double Ice Block, double Ice Barrier, Mad Scientists. I think the deck is going to be fucking cracked. Like, actually, I'm pretty sure the deck is going to be fucking cracked. And the deck has just double Ignite. It's dumb. Imagine if you play double fucking Lunas in a deck. It'd be broken. I should have think that deck is to be tier 1, the lowest tier 2 until it gets nerfed. But I might be overhyping it. Why can't you play other fire cards? You can absolutely play other fire cards. This is whenever you cast a fire spell. You draw another spell. On top of that, you can make your thing cost 0 with the new 0 cost card, which makes it even better. I think it's gonna be absolutely fucking broken. Absolutely fucking broken. And on top of that, you have fucking Potion of Illusion to make it cost like 3 mana to go off. Actually broken, in my opinion. Fucking broken. Should not be a thing type broken. Oh yeah. I might be overvaluing it, but I'm fairly confident saying it's gonna be a top tier deck. I've been wrong before though. Okay. Now on to Paladin. Blessed Goods. Discover a secret weapon, or discover a secret weapon or divine shield minion. Card is okay, not great. I don't like it that much. Problem is they don't, basically here every single time you're picking the divine shield minion, you're just hoping for Tyrion. This is like a 1 mana, I hope there's Tyrion, and at that point just play fucking Tyrion. I can't think of other really good divine shield minions off the top of my head. It's not like there's a Bronze Warden or a Deflectobot in Standard or Wild. Next, Prismatic Drill Kit. Oh, I've covered this one before, but after friendly minion loses Divine Shield, you have minions in your hand, +1/+1, lose 1 durability. I don't think this card is that playable. It's just not good. There's not that many playable Divine Shield minions as far as I remember. Divine Shield, besides like Minibot. I guess there's Righteous Protector. Oh, that's true. This has Divine Shield. I kind of forgot about that. Murgle, Minibot. This, I guess. Your deck has no neutral cards. This is one you can get. This is okay. This is good. This is good. Yeah, the Divine Shield means there's just so many really bad ones. I guess, okay, the effect with this one is actually significantly better than this one, because in Odd Paladin, all your recruits get D-Shield, but I still don't think it's that good. Next, Rise of the Occasion. Yeah, Rise of the Occasion. Questline. Play 3 different 1-cost cards. Equip a Light's Justice. Play 3 different 1-cost cards. Upgrade your hero power to create 2 1/1s. Play 3 different 1-cost cards. Add Lightborn Carrier. Cariel. Lightborn Cariel. For the rest of the game, Silverhand recruits have +2/+2. I want to say this card is broken. I want to say this card possibly makes it so Odd Paladin is not the best aggro Paladin deck because you can play good 2-drops. Like, fucking mini bot. You can still play your top of the line with the guy who makes your hero power summon Divine Shield dudes. Because the questline upgrades your hero power on turn like 5. Could be interesting, especially with cards like Crystology, which is straight up draw you 4 1-cost cards. Play 10 of them in your deck, 15 of them in your deck. Actually, you have to play a lot of them. You have to play 9 of them. Maybe not. 9 is a lot. Hey, how's it going? But yeah. It's interesting. It might see a little bit of play. Are you late? You're not that late. We played some Kazakus Priest earlier, and now we're going over the set. And then depending what time we finish at going over the set, we will probably play some Battlegrounds. Okay. Next, City Tax. Tradable lifesteal, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. This is a better version of yeah, no, so if I'm not mistaken, by the way, the 9 are the 3 different ones. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if 2 Righteous Protectors are going to trigger it, but if they do, then that's completely broken. But City Tax feels good, but bad. Weirdly enough, the fact that Spirit Lash deals damage to your own minions is really fucking good. Oh. Well, yeah, we already played the priest games, but if you want, I can always refund your points since I'm not saying you requested it, right? So I can refund your points, and there is going to be a video going up tonight of the games we played, so you can always go watch those. Or we can always play it again sometime soon, or maybe next time I stream. That's a possibility as well. But yeah, I just refunded your points. All right. So yeah, this card I don't know. It's a weaker Spirit Lash in my opinion. Yeah, kind of okay at best. Noble Mount, give a minion +1/+1 and Divine Shield when it dies. Summon a Warhorse. What the fuck? Why is the token not here? What the fuck is a Warhorse? Is that a card in the game? What the fuck is the Warhorse? 1/1 shield? Okay. I wish it said here, but it doesn't. Yeah, card doesn't seem that great. Overall, I don't think it's that good. Yeah. Not fantastic. Alright. Next, Alliance Bannerman. 3 mana 2/2, Battlecry, draw a minion, give minions in your hand +1/+1. That's not bad, actually. I'm thinking for hand buff, Pally, I feel like this one's actually kind of playable. It's not the worst card I've ever seen. I definitely feel like this card has potential. It's not going to see play over the 1/1. Because the 1/1 can get drawn with some of the other cards. Yeah, this card feels pretty good, in my opinion. Pretty good. It means that I minimum bust 1 minion, which is really, really nice. Yeah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it a lot. Catacomb Guard, 3 mana, 1/4, Lifesteal, Battlecry, deal damage equal to this minion's attack to an enemy minion. Yeah, that's the effect is. It's good. It's not broken though. And in order to find your way into hand buff pally, I feel like you need to be broken, and this is not if chief. Although it does have 1 attack, base, which is really, really nice. This is a card, I might be undervaluing it, but I don't think it's gonna be that great. Next, Lightbringer Hammer, Lifesteal, can't attack heroes. Awful. Fucking awful. Next. Really, a 3 mana 3/2 that can attack heroes. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Actually so fucking bad. The worst weapon I've seen in some time, even compared to some of the other fucking 0 attack one. Yeah, me neither. It's because also it's just a better Fiery War Axe, but I mean, at the same time, Fiery War Axe has not been playable in forever. And I feel like it's just a worse Fiery War Axe. Alright. First, Blade of Rin. 4 mana, 3/5 D shield, Battlecry, gain Rush. It has at least 4 attack. This is just better for just to be playing in hand buff. And yeah. Alright. High Lord, 4 dragons, 6 mana, 5/5 Divine Shield. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give a minion in your hand +5/5. Yeah, no. That's not great. This guy neither. Actually, no. Okay, so this guy's not good because you won't be able to see play an Odd Pally, and I think Odd Pally is where a card like this would need to see play. But yeah, this card is not great. Alright, so Paladin overall got some really cracked shit and some really, really weak shit. But yeah, overall, I'm actually kind of happy with what it's getting. It's getting some help to some archetypes that I still find semi-enjoyable in hand buff. And the new quest line is very, very interesting. I like it. I like it. Yeah, next on to Priest. Where are we in relation to how long this page is? Not even halfway done. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot of neutral cards in this set. So we're halfway done the classes, now we have neutral. Okay. Call the Grave. Discover a Death Rattle minion. If you have enough mana to play it, trigger its Death Rattle. Oh yeah, sure, I saw this card. This card actually looks fucking cracked. Get Obsidian Statue. Trigger its Death Rattle. Kill something for free. Or Blood Mage Thanatos, draw a card for free. Loot Hoarder, draw a card for free. Talon, draw the next highest cost minion in your deck. Those are like just the top 3 that come off, or 4 that come off my mind, but I feel this card definitely has potential to see play. I like it actually. I like this one a lot. Quest line, play a 2, 3, 4 cost card. Discover a card in your deck. And then 5, 6, discover a card from your deck. 7, 8, get Xyrella. Xyrella shuffles a shard into your deck. Shard wins you the game. I fucking love this card. I might get flack for this, but I think this card is actually really cool and a really, really fun build around. And I fuck with it, and I want to play it as a deck. It's theoretically a turn 10 lethal deck. And I like that. I'm actually super... I love it, basically is what I'm saying. I fuck with it. I would play the shit out of this card. And yeah. Yeah, I like it. I'm definitely gonna try to build a deck around it and hopefully have one work out. 100%. Look forward to that on the channel if you want to see that. I'm not even going to play this as an alt win con. I'm going to play this as the main win con in the deck, by the way. But yeah. Shard of the Naru. Is that, whatever. Tradable, silence all enemy minions. I fucking wish this said silence all minions. The fact that they put enemy minion on this card makes it worse. Straight up makes it worse. Or else this card is actually kind of interesting. I get vibes of... Hold up, this is just 1 mana Mass Dispel. Mass Dispel, in 99% of matchups, you're playing it for the draw a card effect. And in the 1% of matchups where you're not, you're playing it for the silence effect and you don't really care about the draw because you're normally killing your opponent that turn. This is just straight up 1 mana Mass Dispel. Interesting. It's gonna see play in Raza Priest. 100%. There's already some people that have put in Mass Dispel and then into Raza Priest, and this is just straight up better. It costs 3 less mana. Yeah, it's broken. For 1 mana, this card's actually fucking broken. Void Touched Attendant. Blizzard, you should not have printed this card. Especially not with that name. No reason. 1 mana, 1/3. Both heroes take extra damage from all sources. That's an interesting effect. I like this card a lot. It gives basically both players a Cursed Blade. I'm very interested to seeing what people will come up with in OTK for this. Very fucking interested. I'm gonna play the shit out of this card in a fucking OTK Mind Blast deck. Pray for golden ones. Alright, next. Shadowcloth Needle. 2 mana 0/3. After you cast a shadow spell, deal 1 damage to all enemy minion, or to all enemies, lose 1 durability. Would this go into Raza? The Attendant? I think the Attendant could, 100%. It's possibly an alternate win con for the 5/4, the Spawn of Shadows. So if you get it ratted, you can still theoretically win. It might take a little bit longer, but I can see the Attendant seeing play. And the Needle, I don't think the Needle is gonna be that good. What shadow spells am I currently playing in my deck? If I take a look at just this deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm actually playing a lot of shadow cards, but I don't think I want the effect of Needle. It kind of makes... It would make Penance Swipe that gains you 3. Which is interesting. I don't know. This card is one I think I'm going to have to try out. It has definitely potential of being playable. Next, Twilight Deceptor. 2 mana 2/3 Battlecry. If any hero took damage this turn, draw a shadow spell. Tutor effects like this are typically really fucking good, and I think this one is no... It plays 14 shadow spells. Okay, well, again, it might see play. It might see play. That's one that I think I'm gonna have to try out potentially. But Twilight Deceptor in Raza Priest, this card could actually be kind of good. You might cut down on some of the amount of extra weaker shadow spells you play in order to play this guy, and I think it would be pretty solid. Yeah, just as another draw card for the early game. I fuck with it. Fiend? I hope I pronounced that right. After you've cast a shadow spell, deal 2 damage to each hero. So this is kind of like a miniature Spawn of Shadows. For 1 less mana, the decks you'd be playing this, play, just play Spawn, in my opinion. Right, I could see this being play in something like Rasa Priest, and at that deck you might as well just play Spawn. But yeah, this is very, very interesting card. Next, Void Shard. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage. No, that's awful. That's fucking awful. Play, quite literally, play this. Just play that. Sure, that can target face. Deal double damage with the new guy. It's not worth it. Card is fucking terrible. It's so much fucking mana. Play Mind Blast in that case. Deals 10 and just kill your opponent. Yeah, I just straight up don't think it's worth paying 2 more mana to deal 1 less damage to gain lifesteal. Doesn't make sense to me. Dark Bishop Benedictus. If the spells in your deck are all shadow, enter shadow form. I don't think this card is playable whatsoever. It's such a bad build around. You don't get to play some of the broken spells. Right, when I'm looking here, sure, I counted out a lot of shadow spells, but now you don't get to play Wave of Apathy. You don't get to play Condemn. You don't get to play Breath. Nope. Or what was the other big one that you didn't get to play? Oh, wait. Penance is holy. Never mind. So you don't get to play Penance, which is just a broken card. What else don't you get to play? I thought there was another really good spell you didn't get to play. Oh yeah, Powered Shield. You don't get to play Powered Shield. Not playable. You kind of need those in any deck you'd want to play an effect like that. So, yeah. Next. Elec Mount, 4/7. It's the same thing, right? Give a minion +4/+7 and taunt. When it dies, summon a 4/7 Elec. With taunt, not playable. It's a worse version of, what's the name of the card? Why can I not use my brain and think? Spike Ridge Steed, and Spike Ridge Steed is unplayable in a deck that actually plays tempo. So this card is actually just going to be unplayable. You don't want to play it in big, and you don't want to play it in raw subs. It's too much mana. And yeah, actually just unplayable card. Alright, next. Oh, we're on to the rogue cards. Fucking... yeah, overall these cards feel fucking broken in Priest for the most part. Felt really, really good because they're all super fucking cheap. I'm very excited to try out some of the new Priest cards. So for Rogue, find the Imposter. Imposter. Get it? Kind of like the Among Us. Alright, 1 mana, find the Imposter. Play 2 SI cards. I don't know how many SI cards are currently in the game, but the only one in my brain is SI7 Agent. Add a Spy Gizmo to your hand. So I presume that's what these are. Oh no, this is the next one. Learn the Truth. Play 2 SI cards again. Add another Spy Gizmo to your hand. Play 2 more. Add Spy Master Scrab to your hand. And then your Spy Master Scrab. Add 1 of each Gizmo to your hand. And your Gizmos are... return an enemy minion to its owner's hand. They can't play it next turn. Look at 3 cards in your opponent's deck. Pick 1 of them. Put on top. Give a minion +2 attack and stealth. This doesn't say stealth until end of turn. It's possibly playable just for this. It's something in interaction I'll talk about soon, I guess, when I'm done reading these, because that's actually very, very interesting. Weapon. Those at a random enemy minion on death rattle. I don't know what that actually means, but I presume it means it deals 3 damage to it. And after this attacks, add a random card to your hand. So, the reason why giving a minion stealth permanently is a little bit broken. There was a clip going around, I think at this point, 5 or 6 years ago. It was during the second or first, like, actual set where we got new packs. I think second. I think it was Grand Tournament. Where I think it was Toast or Amaz or Trump. Those were kind of the only ones that I was watching at that time. Found a way to RNG a Mal'Ganis in Rogue. And Rogue had this card, which just straight up gave a minion stealth. If you have a Mal'Ganis and you give it perma stealth, you just never attack with it. You just can't be targeted or killed until your opponent can kill the Mal'Ganis. It's not a consistent combo, but that was one of the reasons theoried why this card that saw zero fucking play at all got nerfed to until end of turn. So the fact that this card gives perma stealth can make this card instantly playable for the possibility of RNGing that combo again. It's something I'm going to try to go for. I don't think it's going to be that great, but you're guaranteed to get one because of Spymaster Scab. Very interesting, but it also all depends on how powerful the SI7 cards are. Now, I hope there are new ones, because if I look up SI7 here, it's like that. There's only SI7 agent in the game. Oh, and I guess Infiltrator. Infiltrator's not really playable, though. You might play as a 1-up in the deck, but hey. How do you give a Mal'Ganis perma stealth and Warlock? Is that something I would try? Yeah, that sounds interesting, and I kind of fuck with this card. I like the fact that it's a very thematic card. Not necessarily great, but it's very thematic. SI Extortion. Tradable. 1 mana, deal 3 damage to any undamaged character. That card actually feels kind of playable. Not gonna lie, I fuck with this card. Because it says any undamaged, so this could also target your opponent's face. Alright, next card, Garat. I hope that's how you pronounce that. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. 2 mana, deal 2 damage to an enemy hero. Level 3 bleeds into your deck that deal 2 more damage when drawn. So this is like 2 mana, deal 8. Could be good in like a miracle deck, right? It's just an additional 16 damage theoretically to your opponent's face for free. Or for 2. I like it kinda, not gonna lie. If you're drawing your entire deck, it's just, I fuck with it. I kinda wanna play this card. Seems good. Seems good but interesting and not that playable. Is what I mean by good in that scenario. Next. Mestra the Mask Parade? I like shenanigans with Garat. Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious. Oh my god, I like shenanigans with Garat. I like that. I want to try that now. Fuck. There's so many cool cards in this set. I'm actually super hyped. Alright, so Maestra. 2 mana, 3/2. You start the game as a different class until you play a rogue card. Holy fuck. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Is that the combination? No. Where's the open image in a new tab? There it is. That's straight up Uther, Garrosh, and Sylvanas in the background, just like offed. He's a fucking bitch. Card has a very interesting effect, an effect that we've actually never seen before. This reminds me a lot of, I don't know if you guys have played Pokemon, but Zorua was a very, very similar effect where when you play it, it enters the battlefield as a copy of the last Pokemon on your team until it takes damage, I believe, or until it attacks. I should know this. I've bred a shiny one. Fucking legitimately took me like 1,500 eggs or something like that in Sword and Shield with the shiny charm, which is astronomically low, with Masuda method and all that shit, which is really, really unlucky. But yeah, I actually kind of fuck with this. It's a very interesting effect. I mean, Zorua is not really playable in Pokemon, but yeah, I think it's half health. I'm not exactly sure, but it's effect something like that. It's called, I know it's Illusion Pokemon effect or ability. Okay. What does Bulbapedia say? The ability you introduced in Gen 5, signature ability of Zorua. When a trainer Pokemon with illusion enters battlefield, it changes appearance to Pokemon of the last non-egg. Whatever. It's not that important. Clockwork Gnome, get the stealth. Give Mal'Ganis stealth. Kill it with Dark Pact. Body Wrapper. And copy keep stealth. Interesting. I didn't actually know that there was a way to do that, but that feels very, very convoluted. But still, it's kind of funny. Kind of want to try see if I'm able to pull it off. Yeah, this card, it's not going to see any play, but it's a very, very interesting effect. And I like the fact that they're going into new effect with this. No play. We might play some more games after we're done the set review. Just the set comes out later this week, and I don't know when I'll have time to stream and finish off the set review, so I kind of have to do that now. Yeah. Next, Loan Shark. 3 mana, 3/4. Give your opponent a coin. Death Rattle, you get 2. Card is actually fucking unplayable in my opinion. You never really want to give your opponent coins. You guys know my opinion on the card, the coin itself, as one of the most powerful cards, if not the most powerful card in the game. Playing the coin properly could quite literally win you a game or lose you the game. And, yeah. Love the flavor. Yeah, the flavor with this card is actually kind of nuts. The fact that it's a loan shark. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, the card's not that great, though, in my opinion. Sadly. The flavor is spicy. Next, SI7 Operative Rush. After this attacks, gain stealth. I don't think this one is playable either. Fuck, if all the SI7 cards besides that first one and Agent are not playable, it's going to be really hard to play a deck with this quest line. But yeah, this card doesn't seem that playable. I don't think the questline is powerful enough to warrant putting shitty cards into a deck. Next, Sketchy Informant. Draw a Death Rattle card that costs 4 or less, trigger its Death Rattle. Oh. Fuck. Card is interesting. Could have potential. I'm not exactly sure what I would play it in, but it definitely could have potential. Yeah. I'm actually kind of interested to see this card. What? I feel like I'm tabbing into Hearthstone so much, but what good ones would you have? What are the Rogue exclusive ones that you'd want to play? Kamal? Funny Dragon Rogue? Sadly, it doesn't work. Yeah, sadly it just wouldn't work. Because you would need to draw, basically you'd need to trigger his Death Rattle. That doesn't really work how you want it to work. Because his is a combo and not a Death Rattle itself. And you couldn't just draw Deathwing with it, because Deathwing costs 10, obviously. Death Rattle shuffle through tickets to your deck. That's 7 plush bears. Tomb Pillager is a good one to trigger. Overall, there's Akama, and Tomb Pillager that I think are the only really playable ones in Rogue itself. And then in neutral, I don't think there's that many good ones in general. Maybe Deathlord, maybe Death Hunter, maybe Scientist. I might be missing some, but I don't think I'm missing that many. There's the Lone Shark, which is not great, as I've already said. I guess there's this, but I don't think this card is even that playable. There's Zyrella, which I also don't think is that playable, so yeah, I don't think this is that great. Sadly, very interesting effect though. Counterfeit Blade. Battlecry, gain a friendly Death Rattle that triggered this game. I don't think this is that playable. I feel like if you want to play Death Rattle Rogue, just play Dragon Rogue. That deck is spicy and fucking hilarious, and I love it. But yeah, not that great overall. Next, SI7 Informant. Hold up. Oh no, it's Infiltrator. Let's say, fuck. I thought they both had the same name. My brain works significantly worse than I thought. Game +1/+1 for each SI card you've played this game. 4 mana 3/3. Again, the SI7 cards are not playable, which is the problem here. So I don't think this is that playable. Next, SI7 Assassin costs 1 less for each SI card you've played this game. Combo destroy an enemy minion. This is the first one that I think is actually fucking playable beside SI7 Agent and that 1 cost spell. In which case it's a 3 mana 4/4 Assassinate, which is good, but not great. Overall, Rogue felt really, really weak. Especially coming off Priest that I think might have the spiciest cards and some of the coolest cards in the expansion. Okay, how the fuck do I delete a message in chat? Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. Yeah, if I see another message like that in the chat, it's just gonna get banned. Yeah, overall Rogue felt really fucking weak. Especially coming off Priest. That has, as I said, spiciest and coolest card in the set. In the quest line. Now we're on to Shaman. Command the elements. Play 3 cards with Overload. Reward unlock overloaded mana crystals. Interesting effect. Play 3 cards with Overload. Summon a 3/3 elemental with Taunt. That's not that great. Play 2 cards with Overload, so it gets easier over time. Fuck. Sorry. I won't stop yawning, Jesus Christ. So then you get a Stormcolor Brutgang, and it's a 5 mana 7/7. For the rest of the game, your spells cast twice. A very interesting effect. I love this. I want to play this in a Brutgang OTK Rogue or Mage deck, or Rogue Mage, no, fucking Shaman deck. With both Brutgangs, because you guys at this point, I feel like you guys should know my opinion on the boy Brutgang. It's fucking fantastic. Look at this guy. The diamond card looks fucking sick. Don't at me. But yeah, I like it. I like this a lot, actually. Next, investment opportunity. Draw Overload card. It's okay. It adds an extra draw card for Shudderwock, which I like. Because that's something I find Shudderwock is missing, is just draw cards. And this is another one you can play, because it's not a Battlecry. Overdraft. Creatable, unlock your overloaded mana crystals, deal that much damage. Deal that much damage. That is such a cool effect. What the fuck? This is another burn spell, where you just burn your opponent with all your overloaded mana. He doesn't think you'll be able to kill him, right? You have 5 mana going into turn. And you play a Brutgang, you fucking overdraft your opponent's face. You deal fucking 5 damage to him, and then you can continue popping off. Cast twice. You deal 5. Is it cast twice doesn't actually do anything? It's really fucking cool. And I think this card's actually sick. Fucking sick. I love that this archetype is getting fucking help, because I love that deck. Yeah, it's really fucking sick, actually. Auction House Gavel. 2 mana 2/2 weapon. After your hero attacks, reduce the cost of a Battlecry minion in your hand by 1. Help to Shudderwock? What? Who thought this was a good idea? I don't know, but thank you. You no longer have to play quests with this card. So you can always play. So there used to be the combo back in the day, like the original one, right? We didn't have quests back then. It was you played Murmuring Elemental, which costs you Battlecries twice. Battlecry, Shudderwock's also Battlecry. You reduce either cost by 1. It's all of a sudden a 10 mana combo, and you're able to go off. That's fucking pog. Yeah, interesting card. I fuck with it. Also could just help with the curving in that deck substantially. Next, Bolner. His name sounds like Boner. Kind of funny. Bolner Hammerbreaker. 2 mana 1/4. After you play Battlecry minion, repeat the first Battlecry played this turn. I'm trying to think if this card just breaks Shudderwalk. It doesn't, but it makes it really fucking funny. You get an additional Battlecry every time you play a Shudderwalk, which is bad. This card's actually... I don't want to say this card's unplayable, but this card doesn't feel that good, all things considered. It could help in the early game, though, if you go, like, the 2/3 draw card as long as you have a quest into playing another Battlecry minion to drawing an additional card. Could be cool. But yeah. You think this is gonna get nerfed? Really? That's interesting. I didn't think this card would actually see that much play. This card looks kind of weak in my opinion. But if you guys say it could be playable, that's sick. Card looks very, very interesting. Next, Charge Call. Discover a 1-cost minion and summon it. Upgrade for each Overload card you've played this game. Oh, yeah. Very interesting effect. Overload Shaman. Is it back? Possibly. Very interesting. Kind of want to try it now. I very much want to try it. Interesting. Interesting. Next. Oh, sorry, I can tell I'm getting fucking tired at this point. I won't stop yawning every 3 minutes. Oh, the Coke I opened like actually fucking an hour ago. That's kind of flat. It's not great. Anyways, can now Slodger? 4 mana 6/4 rush lifesteal overload. Card looks interesting. Not sure how good it is, but looks definitely interesting. Yeah. Kind of want to play this card right now. Not really, actually. That's a lie. It's a lot of fucking stats. For very, very little mana is what I'm noticing here. Remember when there's a 4 mana 7/7 for Shaman that just overloaded you too? You're overloading 1 less and you're getting rush and lifesteal. Could help in the early game with some of the slower Shaman decks. Alright. Next. Granite Forgeborn. 4 mana 4/5 Battlecry. Reduce the cost of an elemental in your hand by 1. And deck by 1. Oh no, it reduces all costs of elementals. Hold the phone. Trying to see if this card is broken or just bad. Oh, look, we got new quests. That's cool. Elemental. This one is meh. That one's actually kind of cool to discount. Trying to think of what are the good ones to discount, and is it worth, like, I think this card is cracked, so that's a really good discount. I don't know, this card looks kind of spicy and really fucking playable. Am I tripping? I feel like I might be tripping, but I feel like this card's actually playable. Kind of want to try build an elemental shaman deck now with that. Seems interesting. Next, Spirit Alpha. 4 mana 2/5 after you play a card with overload, summon a 2/3 Spirit Wolf with taunt. Okay, I don't think this card is going to see play in that overload deck I want to build. But that's because I want to build it burn and OTK. But card can be interesting. It means you're just tacking on a 2/3 to every overload spell you play. Or overload cards you play. Which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That new 4-drop that is a 6/4. If it just came with a 2/3, that'd be broken. Gonna be playing like an 8-8 or an 8-7. I don't know. Could be interesting to try out in like a tempo-based deck. Tiny toys. Hey, look, this guy looks like me. Kinda. With fucking toys. As an adult. 6 mana, summon 4 random 5-cost minions, make them 2/2s. Okay, never mind. That card's actually unplayable. Just like me, I can't play the game. I'm fucking awful at it. We're one and the same. Yeah, no, but for 6 mana, there's just so many bad 5-drops. In my opinion. Bad, like... That's like just a 2/2. There's just so many that are just straight up... That's like summoning an 8/8 for 5. Right? That could have possibly downsides. I don't think this card's playable. Alright. Cool for Evolve Shaman? No, it's 6 mana though. Just play fucking Doppelgangster. You get 1 less, but it costs you 1 less mana. And it's not a shitty spell. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of unplayable. So Shaman overall got some very, very interesting cards. That questline looks fucking sick. It makes spell damage Shaman look really cool. The overload refresh mechanic that they're trying to reintroduce, very, very hype, and I really, really want to try it out. And a lot of the cards though were kind of mediocre at best. So yeah. Let's move on to Warlock, alright? Yeah. Let's move on to Warlock. The Demon Seed. I've reviewed this card, I think, twice now, and I've loved it every single time. Take 6 damage on your turn, deal 3 damage with Lifesteal to the enemy hero. So basically, you cast Gul'dan's hero power on them. 7 damage to your hero on your turn, obviously. Or take 7 damage on your turn. Deal 3 damage to the enemy hero with Lifesteal again. So basically, you hero power them again as Gul'dan. Take 8 damage this time. You get Blightborn. For the rest of the game, damage that you would take on your turn, deals to your opponent instead. I assume there's going to be some cool Wrathweaver combos with this. Or, fuck, even... I think this card is playable in Dark Lair. I'll go ahead and say it right away. I think this card is playable in Dark Lair. And I want to try it out. And yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Touch the Nazarim. My throat is starting to fucking die, not gonna lie. If my voice starts to sound weird, and tomorrow I have a feeling it's gonna sound weird, don't worry about it. I don't know why my throat hurts so much today. I feel like I've talked just as much as I normally would talk on stream, but whatever. Alright, 1 mana. Touch the Nazarim deals 2 damage to a minion. If it dies, restore 4 health to your hero. I don't think this card is that playable. You think the questline is a dead card in Glare? Maybe. I'm not good at Glare, so it might just be my inexperienced mind thinking that, but I would try it out. But that's because I'm a psychopath. But yeah, Touch of Nazarim doesn't seem that good, in my opinion. It's okay, not fantastic. Bloodbound Imp. 2 mana, 2/5. Whenever this attacks, deal 2 damage to your hero. Yeah, no, this is also just not playable. Like, I understand you want to deal 2 damage to your hero, but a 2/5 for 2? It's a lot of stats, but not great. This doesn't sound weird, but the spell is not insane removal. It deals 2 damage. 2 doesn't kill to get anything in some of the more popular aggro decks. I don't know. I might be overrating and underrating some cards. This card, it feels weak reading it, but it's a free activate of Glare. Right? This is just like a free activate for Glare. Could be interesting in the deck. I don't think it's going to see play in the deck, but it might be better than the 2/1 Lifesteal. That's what I'm saying. I would think so. But I'm bad, so who knows. Next. Dreaded Mount. That card looks fucking sick. Not gonna lie. Give a minion +1/+1. When it dies, summon an Endless Dreadsteed. Okay, we'll just change the name. At the end of your turn, summon... Yeah, okay, so just summon to Dreadsteed. Would I play 3 mana for a Dreadsteed? No, I wouldn't. It doesn't kill almost everything early game. It kills like 1 thing or 2 things in Secret Mage. Doesn't kill Warhorse in Odd Pally. Doesn't kill Glares. Doesn't kill... I think it might be easier to think about what it would kill. And so it kills a 3/2 in Odd Pally. It kills the 2/1 in Secret Mage. It does kill everything in Demon Hunter. But maybe I might be wrong, but also Dreadmount I think is actually unplayable. Card seems bad. Ruined Mithril Rod. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I smile as I read this card because I fucking love it and I want to play it in everything. 3 mana 0/2. After you draw 4 cards, reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1. Bro, this is like a turn fucking 5, like free ass fucking Emperor tick, and then turn like 7 another free Emperor tick. It's broken. It's gonna allow so many combos. I want to play it in everything, including things like Mechathune. I love it, and I just want to play it some more. Yeah, that's why I'm going with that. Next, Dark Alley Pact. 4 mana, summon a Fiend with stats equal to your hand size. Ooh, hold up. This is playable in even shop or in even Warlock. You replace a 6-drop with this. Sure, it doesn't come with Taunt or a 2/2, but it comes out on 4 and it's just an additional giant on 4. That's bigger. I fuck with it. I fuck with it a lot. I fuck with it. I like it. Alright, next. Demonic Assault. Deal 3 damage. Summon 2 1/1 Voidwalkers with Taunt. Voidwalker is a token that Voidlord summons. This feels unplayable. You're basically playing a Dark Bomb that comes with 2 1/3s. You're just tacking 2 1/3s onto Dark Bomb. Honestly, just play Drain Life. Or Drain Soul, or whatever the fuck the card's called. Which is straight up better. This card's terrible. Next. Shady Bartender. 5 mana 4/4. Tradable Battlecry. Give your demons +1/+2. Or +2/+2. Maybe in Zoo. I think overall this card is kind of unplayable as well. Fuck, Warlock got like 2 good cards in my opinion, and the rest is like, meh. Meh. Yeah. Next. Anatheron. 6 mana 8/6. Demon. Costs 1 if your hand is full. New card for even for even lock. I fuck with it. I actually fuck with this a lot. You can theoretically go this plus Taunt on 4 in even lock. Right? Or is it even on 3? Might be able to even play it on 3. You can play it on 3 plus Taunt, which is good. The legendary is gonna be ass. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be semi-playable. It's one of those things you're gonna have to test, and I think it might come down to personal playstyle. Because that's like, I mean, a 1 mana 8/6 is not bad. But yeah, I think it's gonna come down to personal playstyle and personal preference. Between running this 2 copies of the spell and 2 mountains, it might get a lot of things to play on 3. And yeah. Next, Entitled Customer. It's a fucking... Blizzard, you're really not helping yourself with these cards. 6 mana 3/2. Battlecry, deal damage equal to your hand size to all other minions. Yeah, the new Warlock thing used to be fucking sick. It quite literally, by the way, if you complete quest, you will never lose to Mildex. You just straight up can't unless they kill you on their turn. But you can never die to Mildex on your own turn. It's gonna be good in self-mill as well. Yeah. It's gonna be cool. This card I think is terrible. Straight up, I think this card's gonna be ass and unplayable. I also hate the art, which doesn't give it any bonus points in my book. Alright, overall, Warlock, I fucking love the cards, because I love 2 of them. And I think Evenlock is getting more help, and I really, really like Evenlock, so... you know, I'm happy all things considered. What? There's so many terrible cards. This card is not great. This card is help for Evenlock. This card's not great. This card's not great. It's not a 6-mana twisting, bro. I don't know, I've played a lot of Evenlock, and I've often found myself where on turn 6, I'll either have a full hand, and I'll just be dead. Or I won't have a hand anymore because I had to play everything to try and prevent myself from dying. I used to deal like 3 damage to the board. Just play Hellfire for 2 less mana. This card, I think, looks good. Also, the art is fantastic. I might also be harsher on this card because I hate this art. I hate this art so fucking much. I don't think it's one of the best cards of the expansion. Personally. Again. It might be... that's my opinion, right? I think this card looks like actually trash. You think he goes in Arena Lock? I think Kalan, or whatever the fuck his name is, the 6-Tross Legendary is better. Because that's actually twisting. This is actually twisting. I don't know. We will have to see. I don't think this guy's gonna see that much play. I will personally look to try to remove it from my deck because I don't like the art. We'll see. If it's really fucking good, obviously I'll admit I was wrong. But I don't think I see it that being that good. I straight up think it's better than this card. Yeah, you do if you're just skilled and high roll forehead. You might see playing standard. I don't see this card being playable. 6 mana for a 3/2 is just not enough stats. There's 6-Tross with better effects that don't see play. Because they're just not great. Like, I don't know. We will have to see. We will have to see. Alright, next. So yeah, overall, Warlock seems actually pretty solid. Like, I'll admit it. Even though I don't like some of the cards, and I think a lot of them are kind of trashy. Evenlock support I really, really like, and the new quest line is really sick. And the Rod, I think, is possibly top 5 favorite cards in the set so far. Okay, next, Provoke. Tradable. Choose a friendly minion. Enemy minions attack it. This card seems awful. I shouldn't say that. It's 0 mana. It's so hard to rate a 0 mana card. So, the thing with 0 mana cards is they're 0 mana, so they quite literally fit into every single possible curve. And this card could just... it could be broken because it's 0 mana. And then if it was 1 mana, absolutely unplayable. I don't know. This card is super, super hard to judge. Next, Raid the Docks. Play 3 pirates. Okay, so this is for Pirate Warrior. Draw a weapon. That's actually pretty solid. Play 2 warriors, or 2 pirates. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy minion twice. That's pretty cool. Play 2 pirates. Get Cap and Rukkar. Summon a Juggernaut. 5 mana 7/7. The Juggernaut. Start of your turn, summon a pirate, equip a warrior weapon, fire 2 cannon shots. That's hilarious. I want to play Pirate Warrior with this card so fucking badly. This feels like a solid fucking meme. I'm not trolling, right? This feels like a solid fucking meme that I would play the shit out of. Might just be me, though. Card seems pretty cool, though. I like it a lot. Yeah, it looks good. Next, Shiver Thief's Timbers. 1 mana, draw 2. Draw 2. Deal 2 damage to a minion. If you control a pirate, deal 5 instead. That's just actual removal for that deck. That is true. That is true. You could play it in Odd as an alternate win con. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I want to try it there too now. That's actually kind of hype. Actually, Omega hype. Alright. This card also, though, not gonna lie, feels good. It's a piece of removal for the early game for Warrior that's not reliant on armor or RNG. I think this one is just better than Sorting Board 90% of the time. If you're playing a pirate package in your deck, that is. Or else Sorting Board is obviously just better. Yeah, I fuck with this card. Harbor Scamp. 2 mana 2/2 pirate, draw pirate. The fact that they're adding more support for pirates is actually kind of sick. Even though I find the deck hyper lame and easy to play and boring to play, but it's kind of hype that they're still doing that. Maybe. But I mean, it could be interesting to try out. I really like playing Odd Warriors, so trying it out in there as an alternate win con could just be really, really cool. Next, Cargo Guard. 3 mana 2/4 pirate. At the end of your turn, gain 3 armor. Like, see, this card would work in Odd Warrior, and it's a pirate. Interesting. This card actually kind of looks good, not gonna lie. The 2/4 that basically uses hero power for you, so it's kind of like a 1 mana 2/4. 1 mana 2/4s are really good. I like that. Heavy Plate, tradable, gain 8 armor. Card's absolutely fucking unplayable and is really fucking bad and way too slow. Next, Stormwind Freebooter. 3 mana 3/3 pirate. Battlecry, give your hero +2 attack this turn. Another playable pirate for Odd Warrior. It's not anything spectacular, it's just okay, but playable. Next, I'm an idiot. Remote controlled golem. I thought that word had a lot more syllables than I actually did have. 4 mana 3/6. After this takes damage, shuffle 2 golem parts into your deck. When drawn, summon 2/1 or summon a 1/2 mech or 2/1 mech. Does the 2/1 mech come with anything, or is it just straight up a 2/1 mech? It's just straight up a 2/1 mech. This card doesn't seem that playable, but it's one of those cards you're not that mad to hit off delivery drone. With Boom in Odd Warrior. Speaking of Odd Warrior. But yeah, card seems okay. Next, Cowardly Grunt. I'm surprised this is not pirate. They'd probably just tack on pirate. 6 mana 6/2. Death Rattle. Summon a minion from your deck. Ooh. Just a 2/1? Okay. This is interesting. This is support for Big Warrior. If we hit another a solid big minion, Big Warrior, possibly playable? Question mark? Yeah. Yeah, this card could be interesting. It could both be interesting. No, but I'm saying if you RNG it off the Dr. Boom Hero Portrait off Delivery Drone, it could be solid. Because you're only really playing Boom in Odd. So, yeah. So next, Lothar. 7 mana 7/7, good stats. At the end of your turn, attack a random enemy minion. If it dies, get +3/+3. Alright, well, that card's unplayable, sadly. This card is just straight up better, in my opinion. You play it and you get to choose what it attacks. And it gets bigger as well. I don't like that new one. I don't think it's that playable overall. This is top end and Odd. I don't think you play this as the top end and Odd. I feel like you still just play the Silas combo, because it's really, really funny and really cool. Oh yeah, so overall warrior, very interesting. Questline is really, really sick. They have a new 0 mana card, which could be possibly broken. And the new pirate stuff is actually pretty cool as well. The rest, though, kind of trashy. Okay, next. Elune Boar. Death Rattle. If you have 7 Elune Boars, equip a 15/3 Sword of the Thousand Truth. Okay, so this is the South Park reference. The combo might be trash, but it's fun. Yeah, the South Park weapon. In reality, if we're being honest, this card is not playable. Does that change the fact that this card you'll see on ladder? Absolutely fucking not. For one reason, all the cards that reference things are always playable and people will play them no matter what because they are funny cards. And they're meme cards and they have references to things they like, so they'll play it. Actually, speaking of South Park, it's actually a show I'm thinking of getting into watching soon. It's on the list of shows to watch. Those who don't know, I have like a list of like 30 shows right now that I want to sit down and watch. I want to try and do it in 2.5 weeks, but I'm pretty sure there's like actually 6 months worth of content. Like if I just watch one episode after another straight. Seeing that all of Pokemon is on that list, which is like over 1,000 episodes, and all of The Simpsons and Family Guy are on that list. So yeah. Kind of fat. In Priest, yes. It's only playable in Priest. But very interesting. I kind of fuck with it. I want to try it. I want to try and pull off the combo. If I open them, I'm going to try and pull off the combo on day 1. But if not, oh well. Next, Peasant. 1 mana, 2/1 at the start of your turn, draw a card. Card is unplayable, but I think this is one of the ones that I actually think has more potential seeing play than others. This card is not that bad, actually. No, so you see, in, this card seems like, actually, not gonna lie, not that bad. It reminds me a lot of Peggle, but just, like, better. It comes down on 1. So, for the sort of Thousand Truths or whatever, the big thing is you have this card. Where is it? You have this, which summons 2 copies. You play your 2 copies, and there's actually a whole bunch of other ways to have them die and then come back. You can give it Reborn with the... Where is it? Is it just a card that's 0 mana, give Reborn? Is it 1 mana? Yeah, 1 mana, give Reborn. Yeah, no, the card definitely has potential of being really fucking broken. It's not RNG like Peggle. It's not a 50/50. And it comes down on 1. Even in a control mirror, right? You play against Priest. They have to choose between keeping the coin and killing this. This card actually straight up has potential. And against Warlock, they have like 2 answers in their entire fucking deck on turn 2. Right? And one of them they possibly don't even play. So yeah, this card actually has potential of being like really good and really playable. Next, Stockades Guard? Stockades Guard? I have no idea how to pronounce this. 1 mana, 1/3, give a friendly minion taunt. Filler card for the set. This one's not that playable. The warrior card that was a 3/2 for 2 that had the same effect was unplayable. This one's unplayable as well. Auctioneer Jackson. 2 mana, 2/3. Whenever you trade, discover a card from your deck to draw instead. Does this make all the tradable cards playable? Absolutely fucking not. Is this card interesting? Yes. Is it playable? Absolutely fucking not, in my opinion. This card is not that good. I think this one is actually kind of just like the Dust Legendary. It's gonna be in Glare? Possibly. Possibly. I don't know. The card looks kind of weak. This one also looks kind of weak. So far, the neutral minions are 50/50 and interesting. Next. Deepron Engineer. Deepron? Engineer, 2 mana, 1/2. Battlecry, discover a mech. It costs 1 less. That's an interesting ability. It's a 2-drop that draws you card advantage, that gets you card advantage, and makes it cost less. It's pretty good. It reminds me a lot of the books from last set or 2 sets ago. Like Druid has the one that reduces a spell by 1. And you discover a spell. It reminds me a lot of that, but like it only reduces that mech, which sometimes is kind of what you want. But hey, next. What the fuck are up with these dumbass names? They're so fucking long. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, the Warlock has the Demon one. Priest has the Dragon one. Warrior has the Rush one. There's a couple. Demon Hunter has one, I believe, as well. In Illidari studies. Yeah. You know. There's a whole bunch of the study cards. But Encumbered... I'm just calling this guy Inbred Pack Mule. Fuck it. Inbred Pack Mule is a 2-mana 2/3 taunt. Whenever you draw this, add a copy of it to your hand. What the fuck is this? This card's awful. It has such a terrible name. And it's bad. The 2-mana 2/3 taunt. You just get 2 copies of. I mean, I guess an even lot, but is it really worth playing a card that's this bad? I don't know if it's worth playing a card that's this bad, in my opinion. But yeah. Next, Florist. 2-mana 2/3. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a nature spell in your hand by 1. So, this only deck I could see this thing playing is Mali Druid, and Mali Druid doesn't need it, as we saw yesterday. Card's not that great. Mailbox Dancer. Oh yeah, this is a stripper card. I like it. 2-mana 3/2. You get a coin, then your opponent gets one. Card's actually fucking terrible. Although it does mean that Combo Paladin no longer needs to play Quest in their deck, which is kind of cool. That is true. The Inbred Pack Mule could be funny in a plot twist based deck. But hey, I still don't think it's going to be that great. Next, Pandaren Importer. 2-mana 1/3. Battlecry. Discover a spell that didn't start in your deck. So this just draws you the Cthulhu cards. I think this is going to be playable in all the decks that play Cthulhu, and that's basically it. More support for Cthulhu. I'm fine with that. Next, SI7 Skulker. Stealth. Battlecry. The next card you draw costs 1 less. 2-mana 2/2. This is finally another playable SI7 card. That's a very, very powerful effect. Sure, it doesn't look that great, but I think it's definitely powerful. Next, Stockable Prisoner. 2-mana 5/4. Start dormant. After you play 3 cards, this awakes. Card's okay. It might see play in some aggro decks, because you'll probably be able to flip it 1 turn, 2 turns. If you have the coin, 2 turns. Or the next turn. If you don't, probably 2 turns. No, but that's exactly what it's there for, no? Discover a spell that didn't start in your deck. And the Cthulhu spells did not start in your deck. Does this actually not work with Cthulhu? I'm pretty sure this gives you the Cthulhu spells. If not, the card's actually terrible and unplayable. I feel like that's... Then the card has to be worded better, because... Okay, that's dumb then, and that card's actually unplayable. If it doesn't work with Cthulhu spell, if it doesn't work with the Cthulhu parts, it's actually unplayable. Alright, next. Enthusiastic Banker. 3 mana, 2/3. At the start of your turn, store a card from your deck. Death Rattle, add the stored card to your deck to your hand. This draws you a card that you don't know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This card's actually super hard to rate. Could be broken, could be completely unplayable and pathetic. That's a very interesting effect. You get cucked if it gets silenced. I think because it has the possibility of getting silenced, it's actually bad. Yeah, I'm going with that. It's bad. Alright, next. Entrap Sorcerer. 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, if you control a quest, discover a spell. It's pretty good. The problem is, at the moment, the only playable quest is... oh shit, I missed the magic card? Oh yeah, this is just a Prismatic Courier. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, if you control a quest, discover a spell. Cards. Bad. It's interesting. The problem is I don't think any of the... Oh, maybe this quest lines count as quests? If they do, that's... It might be one of those cards that see play for like a week, and that's kind of it. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Lightmaster, I've already said my piece on that one. That card is awful. Impatience Shopkeeper. Good for Quest Mage. Yeah, it's actually really broken in Quest Mage. I didn't even think of that, but I don't think it helps that deck. That deck I feel like is interesting. Impatience Shopkeeper. Tradable Rush. 3/3 for 3. This one's not good. Not good whatsoever. Yeah, Shopkeeper's bad. I think Blizzard overvalued tradable and made all the minions cost too much and all the cards cost a little bit too much. Besides that one priest one that's just 1 mana for no fucking reason. Alright, next, Nobleman. Create a golden copy of a minion in your hand. I straight up think this card's playable, actually. I think... Don't quote me on this. It replaces Zola and Shudderwalk. If you could make the copy of Shudderwalk in your hand right away, so you have 2 copies of the card, it's infinitely times better. Because this way you don't possibly have 9 mana Shudderwalks clogging up your hand. Oh no, you still actually get them. It's just gonna copy the Battlecry of this guy. So you still get them, which kind of sucks. But could be fun though. Yeah, I understand he picks a random card in your hand, but if it was the only one in your hand, it would work. But also then I remember that it would just recast the Battlecry and then it's bad anyways. I don't play Zola in my Shudderwalk deck, honestly. I don't think it's that great. I've gotten too many times where my hand has been clogged by 9 mana Shudderwalks that I have to cut it. It's actually cucked me way too many times. But thinking about it for more than 3 seconds, I realize you're gonna run into the same fucking problem, so it's actually just unplayable as well. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Next. Nourishshire Farmer. This is Rolling Beast, shuffle 3 3/3 copies into your deck. I don't think this is gonna help anything with boars. Yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna help anything with boars. This card's just bad. If I'm being honest, this card's just bad. Doesn't help the new Beast Hunter. My brain is starting to be fucking fried. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's try and get through this quickly so I can edit and go to bed. Alright. Package Runner. 3 mana 5/6. Can only attack if you have at least 8 cards in hand. Card is terrible. Possibly playable in Priest, but terrible everywhere else. The reason it's possibly playable in Priest is the possibility of it being played in Silence Priest, which is a super fun deck. Next, Rust-Throat Viper. I actually talked about this card when I first saw it, and I think this card's good. It replaced, obviously, Ooze, I think, in every single deck. Any deck where you're playing regular Ooze, this replaces it, and possibly even Gluttonous Ooze. Because, even, like, I think no matter what, a deck like Kingsbane is going to be popular, a deck like Pirate War is going to be popular. But they, in my opinion, they make up, what? Maybe say 5 to 10%, no, not even, less than 5% of the players that I play against, right, are those two decks. And I guess the decks that just play weapons in general, we'll leave it at that. Right, but against Kingsbane, you really want weapon removal. And this is a really, really good compromise where you can just pay one to replace it in any other matchup. And, yeah, I think this card is actually playable. Next is Traveling Merchant. 3 mana 2/3 tradable. Gains +1/+1 for each friendly minion you control. This card would be good if it had Taunt, but because it doesn't have Taunt, it's bad. Playing 3 mana for possibly, what, a 6/7? Biggest would be an 8/9. I don't think it's that worth it. It's an 8/9, or yeah, 8/9, but you have to have a full board. I don't like it. It's kind of bad. It's another one of those filler comments you're gonna get. It's kind of whatever. Not every card in this set can be a banger. Next, Two-Faced Investor. 3 mana 2/4. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1. 50% chance to incur of a card. Okay, Jesus Christ. This card's unplayable because it can increase. I did read this as all cards in your hand. I was gonna be like, did they just print a better fucking this card is cute? What the fuck? I don't think this card's playable whatsoever. Play it in your meme Reno Lock, like raise the cost of Gul'dan in your hand to like 11. Well, GG. Yeah, if it can make 10 cost cards into 11 cost cards, it's terrible. Like, straight up actually unplayable. Next. Chess Monger. 4 mana 3/6. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, add a random spell with the same cost to your hand. Yeah, bad but a fucking hilarious card. There's a couple other cards that have very similar effects. And they're not playable, so I don't think this one's going to be playable. Yeah, very interesting effect. I like the effect. Next, Guild Trader, 4 mana, 3/4, tradable spell damage +2. Another mediocre tradable card that is not that great. Again, I feel like they overvalue tradable. Next, 4 mana, 3/4, tradable, Battlecry, silence a minion. Just play Iron Beak Owl. If I'm being honest, just play Iron Beak Owl. That 1 less mana is actually good in this situation. Or just play the 4/3. I think the 4/3 stat line is just slightly better. Actually, this is better than the 4/3. And I think it could actually possibly be better than Iron Beak Owl, thinking about it a little bit more. Depending on the meta. Depending how fast it is and what you need to silence. But overall, silence is not really played in the current meta. This card is unplayable. Yeah, it's better than the 4/3. I don't know if it's better than Iron Beak Owl, and I think it depends on the meta. Next is Spice Baker. Spice Baker is a 4 mana 3/2. Restore health to your hero equal to your hand size. I don't think this one's that great. I'm surprised I didn't just tack tradable onto this card, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think Healbot is just better than this most of the time, but this one can see play an Even Lock. It's a big one. But I don't think Even Lock needs another 4-drop, so that deck actually plays half fucking 4-drops at this point. But yeah, it's okay. Nothing spectacular. I still think you would play it. I don't know. I found myself often running out of healing in Even Lock, and I think that might be a good card to add. But we'll see. It's one of those ones you're going to have to test, and it's going to be probably come down to personal preference on how you want to build your own deck. Alright, so Stubborn Suspect. 4 mana 3/3. That's where I'll summon a random 3-cost minion. Finally, an actual cool card in the neutral. I like this card, and I think this card is actually vaguely playable. It's playable in a deck that's not really playable, that I think probably needs 2 or 3 more expansions to get good. In Death Rattle Demon Hunter, because the 3-cost Quillbore can summon this, or is it a 4-cost can summon this? One of them can summon this, if I'm not mistaken, and it's not the worst minion to summon. The 2 cost is a 3. Oh wait, is it a 5 cost for the... Oops, I'm way too far. It's a 3. Is it... 3 or 4 cost? What the fuck? Why can't I think? Okay, it's a 4 cost. So, you can summon this, and that's... It's not a bad minion. It's like a better version in that very specific scenario than a Piloted Trader. But yeah, interesting. Next, Battleground Battlemaster. 5 mana, 5/5. Adjacent minions have Wind Fury. This card's bad. I don't see this. Actually, no. This could be a good finisher in aggro. Yeah, this is a finisher in aggro. Possibly better than Leroy, depending what you have on your board. So yeah, I guess not too bad. Might see plays a 1 of in some aggro decks. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. That's my opinion on that card. Next, Lion Guard. 5 mana, 4/6. If you have 15 or less health, gain +2/+4 and taunt. I mean, a 5 mana, 6/10 taunt is not bad. You want it to be playable in Even? Even just has so many minions now. And so many cards that it's going to be hard to pick what you want to play without making the deck really weak, in my opinion. Oh, the Wind Fury guy. Yeah, the Wind Fury guy could actually be sick, but you could play, theoretically, right? If you decide to high roll, there is... I think I actually have them. Forgot their names. There's that 3/2 mech that these play in Dark Glare occasionally that can give a random effect to your minions, you know? It's 4-drop, right? If you know who I'm talking about, please tell me, because I don't fucking know. I know what he looks like. Why can't I find him? Is he at the start? Isn't he a fee? Alright, wait, I can do this to add extra. Fuck, I added an A. Do I not have them? I guess I don't have any, but yeah, enhance the Mechano. Could do that theoretically for Even. Alright, next, Stormwind Guard. 5 mana, 4/5 taunt. Adjacent minions get +1/+1. Not great. Honestly, just a worse version of Argus. Next, City Archivist. 6 mana, 4/4. Summon 2/0/5 castle walls with taunt. This reminds me a little bit of the 5-mana 2 one that summoned 2 Annoyalbots. That got nerfed to a 7 cost guy. What was his name? Why can't I think of his name? Am I blind? I might be blind. Oh, I got buffed to a 6 cost. Oh yeah, Giggling Inventor. It reminds me a little bit of that, but I think it's Giggling Inventor is actually just better. I don't think this one's that playable. Next, Cornelius Roam. Equal to the Roam. To Tasman. 6 mana, 4/5 at the start and end of each player's turn. Draw a card. That's actually kind of playable. I would try playing this in Shudderwalk, but I don't think it's gonna be that great overall. It's legitimately a 6 mana 4/5, draw 2 cards. It's 6 mana 4/5, draw 2. That's not Battlecry, which is why I think it's a C play. That they have to answer. Next, Lady Prestor. 6 mana 6/7. Battlecry. Transform a minion in your deck into random dragons. Keep the original stats and mana cost. That's interesting. That is really fucking interesting. That is true. It could work really fucking well with darkness. It's a very interesting effect. I don't think it's gonna be that great, but I kind of want to try it. Yeah, I kind of really want to try this card. Does anybody know the timed expansion drops? I assume noon. I think that's when the other ones dropped. At least for me. On Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You can get a 0 cost minion with the with Wisp or whatever. Next, Morgue Forge Fiend, 8 mana 8/8, taunt, death rattle, gain 8 armor. This is not great. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. The Dragon Lady I'm actually kind of excited for. This card is not great. Looks... Oh, I guess it is a demon. But I think it's just... The effect is just not there. You would rather most of the time just hit Dreadlord. Basically, I think the thing is the minions you get right now are just too good. Anti-aggro Big Priest tech. They already have the other guy. That's a 5-drop. That's straight up better than this. Right, I think it's a 5-drop, or is it a 6-drop? It's a 6-drop. You have this. That's just straight up better. Next. Varian, King of Stormwind. Draw a Rush minion. Gain Rush, repeat for Taunt and D-Shield. This is just like a better version of Curator, basically, or the other one that they printed that I forgot. Kind of cool, not gonna lie. The problem is I don't know if there's enough minions that have Divine Shield or Rush that are really good in order to play with this. There's like Ziliax that I can think of. To be fair, Ziliax actually fits every single aspect of this. Kind of interesting. Shuffle 3 Ziliax into your deck, and then play this guy. He's guaranteed to hit, and you draw all 3 of your Ziliaxes. But, I don't know. Card seems interesting. Next, Goldshire Null. 10 mana 5/4, Rush. Costs 1 less for each other card in your hand. So this is a bad giant. It's a bad Mountain Giant. I don't like it. Think it's terrible. And that is the last card. So, overall opinion. Also, opinion on the neutral cards. There was a lot of trash with a couple like gems here and there. That's a very, very brief thing of the neutral cards. Overall, though, the set looks very, very powerful, very, very fun, and I'm very, very... It's good in even lock. I mean, okay, you can't... The problem is your deck has 30 cards, and that's why I don't think that card's gonna be that playable in even lock. But, yeah. Overall, this set looks actually surprisingly powerful. It looks like one of the most, or one of the more powerful sets we've looked at so far, or like that we've had recently. You could definitely tell, I find at least, that they set down a lot more for the themes in this set. Like it's the wrong time of the year right now, basically, to be giving compliments to Blizzard, but I feel like they actually kind of outdid themselves in how well they designed the set. The set is very, very well designed. Like between like the Stormwind and then the rogues have like a secret cult thing in the SI7 inside Storm. It's the theming in this set is pretty cool. Ignite is a bitch. Fuck this card though.